U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is headed to Israel. His mission in West Asia is largely to prevent a wider war, even as Washington is strongly backing Israel in the war against Hamas militant group. And in a show of support with Washington's closest West Asia ally, Blinken will meet senior Israeli officials, possibly including Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, to discuss further strengthening military support for Israel as the war enters day 6.
Before departure, Blinken said he was going with a very simple and clear message that the United States has Israel's back. He will work with regional U.S. allies to try and secure the release of the 150 hostages held by Hamas in Gaza, some of whom may be American citizens.
Hamas gunmen rampaged through Israeli towns over the weekend, killing over 1,200 people and taking scores of hostages to Gaza. Well, at least 22 Americans were killed during the attack. And Israel retaliated with the airstrikes on the Gaza Strip, which continues as we speak. Over 1,100 people have been killed in relentless airstrikes on Gaza, which is under a total siege by the Israeli forces since Tuesday.
Now, a top priority for Blinken will be to convey a message of deterrence. Any such message will likely be aimed at Iran and Iran-backed groups such as Lebanon's Hezbollah to stop a wider war from erupting. The US president has already cautioned Iran in very clear terms.
We're surging additional military assistance to the Israeli Defense Force, including ammunition, interceptors to replenish the Iron Dome, and we've moved the U.S. carrier fleet to the Eastern Mediterranean, and we're sending more fighter jets there in that region, and made it clear to the Iranians, be careful.
Well, Blinken's trip announcement does not include a visit to West Bank. On previous trips to the region, Blinken visited the West Bank controlled by the Palestinian Authority.
Now, earlier we'd spoken to our correspondent Susan Tehrani, who gives us more details on the backdrop of Blinken's trip. Listen in.
As U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken heads to Israel and then Jordan, we now learn that the State Department is also making preparations to help thousands of Americans who are in Israel and are having trouble getting on either commercial flights or leaving the country by land. The State Department will provide charter flights for those individuals. Now, Blinken's trip also comes at a time when U.S. President Joe Biden, speaking to a group of Jewish leaders, said that the United States is doing everything in its power to help release the hostages in Hamas captivity. He said that he cannot share the specifics and details for obvious reasons, but we do know through the White House that the United States may be asking Qatar for help regarding those hostages. Also, it's important to take note of Blinken's trip to Jordan. We do know Jordan is home to many Palestinians, and the King of Jordan recently released a statement saying that there will not be peace in the Middle East nor stability unless there is a Palestinian state.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.